right won't be loudest.
Yes.
And that is the shift that we're clearly seeing in this summit.
Dr. Bhattacharya, what can be the AI impact on our GDP as well? How can AI be used to help our economy grow even faster than it is currently? As far as, of course, the talking about numbers now, what is the kind of industry of AI looking like in terms of numbers globally? And as far as the agenda of this summit is concerned, what is going to be topping the charts, topping the minds of the big players that are going to be in the room at Bharat Mandapam over the next 72 hours?
So let me take your last question first. The summit is very simply focused on three things. How to use AI, especially from an Indian perspective, and therefore having awareness of the power of AI and what are its implications. The second is how to build it, and the former panelists were talking about some of those aspects. And the third, to make sure that AI is safe for everyone and all the stakeholders, which is the regulatory aspect. And so if you look at how to use it, the issue is around what's appropriate for India. Is it in the agricultural sector? Is it in the health sector? Or will we wait for others to tell us how to use it, which is what has typically been happening with technology earlier. And what this government believes is that that needs to change. And we need to understand how to use AI in our own ways. And there were a plethora of use cases that was there in this particular AI summit. And I truly believe that that's going to lead to an exponential use of AI because of the sheer awareness that this event is creating. On the second part on how to build it, one of the key issues is build it for what and in what way? Should there be what's being touted as a sovereign AI? And then what does constitute sovereign AI? Because the definition itself are complex. In fact, to begin with, what constitutes AI itself is complex, and therefore the answer to your first question is non-trivial, which is what is the size of AI globally? But all that we can say in both of these aspects is that it's extremely fast growing. As another panelist just mentioned, in just 2 years' time, we went from a generative AI by ChatGPT to all kinds of AI, agentic AI, a suite of agentic AI interplaying to execute a solution, which then leads to the third issue of the regulatory part of it. How do we make sure that these AI do not impede or impact what normal people do, and impacts our fabric of how we live, work, interact, and so on and so forth, which is very, very complex because the technology is evolving very fast. If we regulate it too early, we are putting India back in terms of its ability to generate AI and use AI. If we do not keep an eye on what's happening on a monthly basis, if not a weekly basis, then there could be outcomes which are very, very detrimental because AI has a very, very large impact on every single aspect. And that's again what everybody else said till now. And the way, in fact, even as news is delivered for that matter, and the regulations that we came out in the last week or so about what is deepfake and what is and AI generated images being labeled and voice being labeled. And those are the dangerous aspects of AI, which we will need to evolve in order to take care of it. And therefore, coming back to your first question, what's the impact on India is very, very significant. One of our reports had said that just opening up the government systems will add to 5% of the GDP. And a technology like AI will add significant amount of growth in the GDP. There are various numbers out there. But the other part of the question also needs to be that what is the overall impact? Because now the questions will be coming that is GDP good enough? Because there will be an impact in terms of job changes, job losses, reskilling, rapid reskilling, and those also needs to be answered in tandem with the impact on the growth of GDP, which for sure as a number will be extremely large as we move forward.
Okay. Let me get you in here now, Sumit P. As we strive forward to become a developed nation by 2047, our goals for Viksit AI Summit.
Absolutely, yes. In fact, India has been one of the leaders in its soft power, which is basically around its creation economy. And we need to make sure, one, that we don't lose that power because AI can take that over. And somebody sitting in any place in the world can create Indian themed content. And therefore, one, we need to protect that. And second, we need to leverage AI to continue to be on that path of the creator economy. And so this AI summit actually had a special corner, as you mentioned, as well as for startups, for people trying to get in to use AI for all kinds of usage in both the creative and the industrial economy. And that's a very important part because we have had a lot of controversy in India where people have been talking about their persona being misused in the AI world. And so those are issues that needs to be resolved.
Yes, I think we've lost you there, Dr. Bhattacharya. But Vivaan Saran, quickly coming across to you as well, once again on the fact that we've also seen how startups and entrepreneurs are also a big focus of the AI summit. Now, how can we further leverage artificial intelligence to help startups, entrepreneurs, and